Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
The Chevy Style Line took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Hallo Freunde und herzlich willkommen zum täglichen Fall.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Ja, das werden sie wohl hinkriegen. Nicht so hart zu arbeiten. Ja, jedenfalls freue ich mich, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt und dieses Mal gehen wir nicht arg weit weg für den Fall, zumindest jetzt. Nämlich auf die andere Straßenseite. Ja. Haha. Okay, wo ist es? Da oben ist das Cola-Schild. Und da oben steht er. Hey. Direkt vor dem LAPD. Kennt ihr eigentlich Lytton? Lytton war doch eine Stadt von Police Quest, oder? Mit Colby, Officer Sonny Bonds. Und Colby, wie gab's noch? Bane war, glaube ich, der Böse, gell, oder?
Right turn, coming up.
Turn back. Stop just ahead.
Glaube ich nicht. Ja. Okay.
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Eine Schauspielerin also.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, you'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey! Out of the way, bub!
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Ja, wie komme ich da jetzt runter? Super toll. Aber gibt's hier irgendwas?
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
I don't like cops.
Ja, so geht es.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't
Harry Potter
remember.
Name. Yeah. Aber das ist jetzt eine Schauspielerin und ich habe alles verkackt, was ich hatte. I can't remember. Na klar kann die sich remembern.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Ah. Danke, Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Ey, will die mich verarschen? Ja, das ist die, was soll ich sagen? Das ist die Wahrheit, ja.
It's not going to play that way,
Yeah.
Mr. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Super, habe ich jetzt wieder mal... Wie mich das ärgert. Das ärgert mich so sehr, ey. Ich möchte alles
This is a
richtig
big
machen.
scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Ja, ja. Aber gibt es da eine Abkürzung da unten? Vielleicht hier?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Oh.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Und Juni. Aha. Mhm. 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 Okay. Ja, ja, seine dich liebende Mutter. Camille
Long
Hamilton.
way from home.
Okay, aber was gibt's noch?
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
I knew you were
Is it real?
No.
Ah,
I
Gott
think
sei
it's
Dank.
supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Mhm. Ey, ich weiß, dass ich es jetzt damit manipulieren kann.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in.
Oh.
That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead. Another day, another dollar.
Boah.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
Ne, might she not. Oh.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Ja.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Jetzt muss ich mich echt zusammenreißen, wenn ich nochmal befrage, man. Das gibt's doch nicht, ey. Der letzte Fall war schon nicht an meine Ganzleistung. Jetzt muss aber hier ein bisschen was gehen, Mann. Ah, da hockt sie ja. Oh, die Gaunertante. Habe ich vielleicht eigentlich einen Anzug? Nee, Moment. Vielleicht habe ich doch einen Anzug. Naja, vielleicht doch nicht. Muss mal gucken, irgendwo, ob ich einen neuen Anzug habe. Also, Miss, reden wir nochmal über die verletzte Beifahrerin.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Nö.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Die zerrissene Unterhose. Ja, gewaltsam entfernt. Ist doch sehr seltsam.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Mhm. Okay, Fräulein Schrumpfkopf.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
So ein Blödsinn. Ich glaube, jetzt tue sie kein Wort mehr. Ich habe die Schnauze voll. Echt.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see if we can shake out of the kid.
Die Tussi echt weh. Zentralklinik.
In all my years,